Welcome to U.S. Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: House Speaker Mike Johnson signals Hunter Biden will be subpoenaed in Joe Biden impeachment inquiry. SEC Power Rankings, Georgia's Kirby Smart keeps the top spot, and the receipts, too. Video game adaptation, Five Nights at Freddy's notches $130 million global debut. Police say shooting at Chicago house party leaves 15 people injured, including 2 critically. Macron vows to enshrine right to abortion in French Constitution in 2024. House Speaker Mike Johnson signals Hunter Biden will be subpoenaed in Joe Biden impeachment inquiry. Yahoo! House Speaker Mike Johnson, a Republican from Louisiana, has suggested that House Republicans may subpoena President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, as part of their impeachment inquiry into the president. Republicans allege that Joe Biden financially benefited from his son's foreign business dealings, although they have yet to provide concrete evidence of direct payments to the president. Johnson's predecessor, former Speaker Kevin McCarthy, had previously promised to subpoena Hunter Biden during the probe. Johnson stated that the American people are owed answers and that the evidence gathered so far is confirming their suspicions. SEC Power Rankings, Georgia's Kirby Smart keeps the top spot, and the receipts, too. Yahoo! Video game adaptation, Five Nights at Freddy's notches $130 million global debut. Associated Press. The movie adaptation of the popular video game Five Nights at Freddy's has topped the North American box office, making $78 million. The film was released in theaters and made available for streaming on Peacock, with 80% of the audience estimated to be under 25 and 58% male. The movie, which received an A CinemaScore rating, is the biggest opening in the history of production company Blumhouse. Despite this, the film has received poor reviews from critics, with a 25% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Police say shooting at Chicago house party leaves 15 people injured, including 2 critically. Associated Press. At least 15 people were injured, 2 critically, after a gunman opened fire at a Halloween party in Chicago early Sunday morning. The shooting occurred on the city's west side and the alleged gunman was taken into custody nearby. A handgun was recovered at the scene. No charges have been filed yet. The 2 critically injured victims, a 26-year-old woman and a 48-year-old man, were taken to the hospital with multiple gunshot wounds. The other 13 victims, ranging in age from 26 to 53, were listed in good condition at local hospitals. Macron vows to enshrine right to abortion in French Constitution in 2024. RFI. French President Emmanuel Macron has announced plans to enshrine abortion rights in the country's constitution. A bill to achieve this will be presented to the cabinet by the end of the year, with the aim of making the freedom to have an abortion irreversible by 2024. Abortion was decriminalized in France in 1975, but there are currently no constitutional guarantees for abortion rights. The move has been prompted by concerns over the rollback of abortion rights in the U.S., following the Supreme Court's decision to overturn protections for abortion last year. Macron's bill will be presented to a special Congress of both houses, where it must be approved by a 3/5 majority. Parties race to define little-known Speaker Johnson ahead of 2024 fight for House majority. CNN. Representative Mike Johnson's sudden elevation to Speaker of the House has put both Republicans and Democrats on alert. Democrats are already preparing to tie him to the 18 Republicans in Democratic-leaning districts to show how the GOP's new leader is out of touch with mainstream America. Johnson's previous positions, like writing in support of criminalizing gay sex and writing an amicus brief calling on the Supreme Court to overturn the 2020 election results, make him vulnerable to Democratic attacks. The Congressional Integrity Project, a Democratic-aligned political group, is already calling Johnson the new MAGA speaker. Republicans, however, think Democrats are miscalculating. They believe that Johnson will project a more moderate and pragmatic tone and will be liked by voters in swing districts. Republican Representative Tony Gonzalez, who represents a competitive district along the Texas border, said Johnson's mild-mannered temperament is part of what makes him an attractive leader. Mike has a very conservative record. I think what is going to unite us all here is Mike is less focused on rhetoric and more on policy, he told CNN. If we focus on policies, then I think we can win. If we focus on rhetoric, there's no doubt we'll lose. Indianapolis police say 1 dead, 8 others injured in overnight shooting at Halloween party. Associated Press. One person was killed and 8 others were injured in a shooting at a house party in Indianapolis. Police arrived at the scene to find a crowd leaving and one victim who was pronounced dead. The injured victims range in age from 16 to 22. Homicide detectives are investigating the incident and have detained several people for questioning. Mayor Joe Hogsett expressed frustration and anger over the incident, stating that there are too many guns in the hands of those who should not have them. No charges have been filed yet. Justin Trudeau, friends, actors and fans mourn Matthew Perry. Associated Press. Matthew Perry, who played Chandler Bing on the hit TV series Friends, has died at the age of 54. Perry's death has prompted an outpouring of tributes on social media from friends, co-stars and fans. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who attended school with Perry, paid tribute to his childhood classmate on Twitter, saying, "I'll never forget the schoolyard games we used to play, and I know people around the world are never going to forget the joy he brought them." Perry's mother served as press secretary to Trudeau's father, Pierre Trudeau, during his time as Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six, your resident observer from the 6 Degrees world, bringing you the latest news and updates. Today, we have a diverse range of stories to discuss, from political dramas to sports rankings, and even a bit of Hollywood news. So, let's jump right into it. First up, we have House Speaker Mike Johnson signaling that Hunter Biden may be subpoenaed in the Joe Biden impeachment inquiry. The drama continues. Republicans allege that the president financially benefited from his son's foreign business dealings, but so far, no concrete evidence has been provided. It seems like they're still searching for that smoking gun. Maybe they should check under the Oval Office couch cushions. Moving on, we have the SEC power rankings, with Georgia's Kirby Smart keeping the top spot. Alabama, Ole Miss, LSU, and Tennessee are also in the mix. The world of college football, where grown men yell at their TVs and paint their faces in team colors. It's always a roller coaster of emotions, but hey, that's what makes it fun. In more lighthearted news, the video game adaptation Five Nights at Freddy's has made a whopping $130 million in its global debut. Not bad for a movie based on animatronic animals that come to life at night. It seems like the younger generation is really embracing this film, with 80% of the audience estimated to be under 25. Hey, who said video games were a waste of time? But not all news is good news. A shooting at a house party in Chicago has left 15 people injured, including 2 critically. It's truly heartbreaking to see these senseless acts of violence occur in our communities. We must work together to find solutions and create safer environments for everyone. On a more positive note, French President Emmanuel Macron has vowed to enshrine the right to abortion in the country's constitution. Bravo, Monsieur Macron! It's great to see leaders taking steps to protect reproductive rights. Let's hope this sends a message to other countries facing similar challenges. Now, let's talk politics. Representative Mike Johnson's rise to Speaker of the House has both Republicans and Democrats on high alert. It seems like everyone is trying to define him before the 2024 fight for the House majority. Democrats are already preparing to tie him to the more extreme factions of the GOP, while Republicans believe he will project a more moderate and pragmatic tone. The battle of perception. Who will come out on top? Only time will tell. Lastly, we have some sad news from the world of entertainment. Matthew Perry, beloved for his role as Chandler Bing on Friends, has passed away at the age of 54. The outpouring of tributes on social media shows just how much he meant to people around the world. Even Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who was a childhood classmate of Perry, paid his respects. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. You will be missed. And there you have it, folks. A whirlwind of news and emotions. Remember, these are just snippets of the stories, and there's always more to explore and discuss. So, what are your thoughts on these topics? Do you have any burning questions or insights to share? Let's dive into the conversation and see where it takes us. The floor is yours, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6 debrief via email.